Self-harm, what is it? Different forms are like cutting, burning, scratching, pulling out hair. Some consider bulimia a form of self-harm. And, I'm one of those people who does that. I cut. I've been doing it since 2004. And I'm not an addict, like I can go months and months without doing it. But then, sometimes you have a really bad day, and the only way to release some of those feelings is to, harm yourself. I don't see it as a problem as long as you're not going too far, because some people do it with the intention to kill themselves. And, I mean, I don't promote suicide. It's awful, horrible, but you can't help those feelings. You can't. If you feel like you want to kill yourself, you can't just make it go away. Even with medication or whatever, medication isn't a cure-all. And people think it is. People think that if you're on medication, you'll just magically stop self-harming. And that's not how it works. People need to understand that. They're like, oh, not to me, because, people know, but they don't really know. Like, they see my scars, and, like, some people ask questions, and I just brush it off. They'll be like, oh, what's that? And it's just like, you know what it is. Don't fucking ask me that. Because it's like, if it's just one little line or whatever, no one's going to make a big deal. But it's like, if you see multiple lines, you know what it is. You know it's not an accident. And it's really annoying, because it's like, do you ask me just so you can hear me say it? But back to my point about medication, people will be like, aren't you on medication? Why are you still doing that? It's like I said, medication isn't a cure-all. People like me on medication still do it. Like I said, I'm not an addict, but I try to go pretty deep. I don't promote self-harm. I don't. But if you're going to do it, be safe. If you do it to the extreme, you should probably go to the doctor or go to the hospital to get stitched up. If it's not that bad, make sure you clean it so it doesn't get infected, because otherwise, how are you going to explain to people where this giant infection came from if they don't know that you self-harm? So, that's just my 2 cents. Depression, other mental illnesses lead to sometimes self-harming. And like I said, I don't see it as a bad thing as long as you don't go too far. Again, I don't promote it. This is not a, yes, self-harm if you're feeling horrible. No, that's not what I'm saying. Like I said, if you do it, be safe.